Alright, here we go. Let's see. What's up, Twitch and YouTube? Warfare back at it again. Got us another, newbie build over here for our new agents coming into the game. Gonna dive right in specializations. First specialization we're gonna cover here is gonna be technician specialization. Get it. Alright, so I make sure. Oh no, I'm not even set up. Alright, so technician specialization we're gonna cover. Biggest reason for technician specialization is gonna be link laser pointer here in combination with the build. I'll go over that in a little bit, but that's the main thing here for technician. Alright, so this one we're going to cover Negotiator's dilemma here. So I already covered specialization, technician, going mainly for the link laser pointer that you're going to put on your under barrel attachment here. That allows you to pulse the enemy without actually having to use a pulse skill. That's what that's going to cover there. So weapons for this, simple, third slot, put whatever you want, pistols, sawed-off barrel shotguns, whatever you want there. Secondary slot, you can use the rock and roll or ACS 12, or if you got Scorpio, you can run Scorpio. I absolutely love running Scorpio. Reason I say ACS 12 because we're running technician with the link laser pointer. You can actually attach the link laser pointer on the rock and roll or ACS 12 variant of this shotgun here, so it gives us access to that perk to allow to pulse them, just aiming the laser pointer at them. For the primary, you guys can use whatever you want here. I'm gonna be using the carbine. I'll probably be using two different versions here. This is the one I got currently with it's fully optimized. Now the talent Maroc on this is going to be flatline. That's going to give you that 15% weapons damage to pulse enemies. That's why we're using the link laser pointer. So you aim at them, it pulses them, bypasses the 4 kill requirement in order to get access to that 15% free weapons damage. So that's what we're using that for. It's going to go into the breakdown setup. Now we're going to run the dilemmas or negotiators dilemma setup here. So I'm gonna put up this setup just like this. Now remember, you can change this up to you can change this up, you can tune it, you can adjust it to whatever it is. This is just pre-build, inside the box, ready to unwrap for all the newer agents. So plug and play and do whatever it is that you want. This is just set up to help some of the newer guys understand how the gear set works. Mainly for my newer guys. Vets, you can dive in if you want to add to whatever it is that you want to add into the comments below. Towards like the end of the video, yeah, definitely do it. It just helps with the good feedback. Going in, Negotiator's dilemma. So you already see 2-piece, you're gonna get 15% crit hit chance, 3-piece 20% crit hit damage, and then the 4-piece you're gonna get that perk hostile negotiations. So critical hits mark enemies for 20 seconds up to 3 marks. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all other enemies take 60% of the damage dealt. Whenever a marked enemy dies, you gain plus 2% critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times or until combat ends. So that's that plus 2% critical hit damage increase that you're going to get. So that's 20 times 2, you're going to get 40% increased critical hit damage. Now how it works is when you mark up your targets, you're going to get that the hostile negotiations symbol above their head. That's going to proc to let you know that you mark 3 targets. Now in you damaging 1 target, it's all the marked enemies are going to take 60% of the damage dealt. So it's like it's like 3 people hitting at 3 enemies all at the same time. Essentially, that's what it's like when you mark them up. So that's how this normally works with this setup here. Okay. Now, armor wise, here's what I got. Core attribute there. For normal attributes, is a double crit hit chance. For the mask, for the backpack, it's gonna be all red weapons damage, double crit hit damage. For the gloves, armor core and crit hit damage. For the knees, weapon damage, core, and critical hit damage. Now that's for that portion here. The backpack itself, remember every gear set has a talent, mainly the backpack and chest pieces. So for here, the talent is critical measures, increase hostile negotiations damage to additional marked enemies from 60% to 100%. So this backpack actually is going to help with increasing that damage to all adds that you mark up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to run that backpack. That's why the setup is the 4-piece going in this manner. Okay. Now the other pieces that we got here is you do have the high-end pieces here. So holster, that's a armor core attribute, and then crit hit damage, crit hit chance. Main reason for this is because I'm running a technician class, so biggest thing for this is just the armor regen. So while you're in combat, you get hit, you're able to get armor back up. Granted, it's only plus 1% armor regen, but still helps regardless. And then the chest piece here, running the Fenris brand set, or the Harsnix armor. That's going to be weapons damage core, and then the attributes is armor regen, crit hit damage, double crit hit damage. Talent on there is going to be spotter. You're going to get 50% increased damage. Now we're running that spotter because that's going to go in tantrum with the carbine 7 that I'm running here that has the flatline talent. So you get 15% free damage just by pulsing them. On top of spotter, you're getting 15% weapons and skill damage to pulsed enemies. Okay, so that's for weapons damage, you're getting 30% free damage, and the skill additional damage 15% skill damage, and I'll be running the drone itself. Okay, so that's how this whole setup is going to work here with that. Now can you like plug and play stuff? Yeah, you can. So I know like for the chest piece here, you're getting that additional 10% assault rifle damage with the Fenris chest piece included with that spotter talent. Okay, so that also helps, you know, amplify that damage overall with that. And for the skills here, you guys can run, I mean, whatever you want with this. Like I said, I always often run the shield, because I'm running three pieces that have the blue shield on it, or through the blue armor cores. So that's gonna put this shield at a tier 4 right now, skill tier 4. And that's just to pop open the shield in case, you know, people try to overrun you or rush you. So you pop that shield open and you blast them with the shotgun. In this case, I actually will probably swap this out for Scorpio because I just like Scorpio. The rock and roll is good too though. And yeah, drone, you could run the drone or turret or whatever you guys want for this. Like I said, this is just a baseline build where you guys could figure out, tune and adjust it to your playstyle, to your liking. Now, how you could kind of give you a little bit of piece on how you can like modify this a little bit. So let's say the chest piece here, let's say, because technician is not like the gunner you get like armor kill. Technician, you know, you get no armor kill. So if you want to get armor kill, you can run the 2 bellstone piece here, so you get that 1% armor regen and you get 10% armor kill. So if you wanted to, you can run, I had it here somewhere, where was it? There it is. Yeah, so like you can run this here, but now that's gonna drop our damage to 76.3. So then you can just swap out like dilemma's negotiator's dilemma. Like that's armor core. That's why I try to have like both pieces, one with armor core and one with weapons damage. So then you can swap that out. and then that'll put us back up to like 83.3k weapons damage wise with the carbine 7. And now you have armor regen and 10% armor on kill, on top of still running the spotter or flatline perk. You're just gonna lose out on that 10% additional assault rifle damage, but that's all right though. Now this is the setup here just for this portion. Stats wise, here's what we're gonna do with the stats. So stats, here we got, that's our overall weapons damage, 83.305, and then crit hit chance running the way I have it set up for the gear. And then for the mods, like on the carbine 7, everything just straight hit, critical hit chance minus the link laser pointer. So we got 57.4%, cap 6%, and then we're at critical hit damage. Now, mind you, remember with the critical hit damage, if you get the kill on a marked target, you're getting plus 2% critical hit damage, and that stacks up to 20. So that's that. So we're talking about bumping 40% additional crit hit chance on top of this 122%. So we're gonna get, what's that, 160. So you get about 160 crit hit damage. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing this. Remember, you need critical hit chance. That's gonna help amplify crit hit damage. So that's why you have to have a balance of that there. So just understand that when you're doing that. But that's how this setup rolls with, like, this is for a technician mainly, okay? We add in an additional crit hit damage because that slot's empty. So, yeah, I'll take it from the fenders. That's cool. Alright, so that's how we're gonna run that. So remember how the setup with this is you mark 3 targets, and critically damaging one of those enemies out of the marked enemies, the other enemies that you're not hitting, out of the other 2, they're gonna take 6% of the damage dealt from the one other guy that's marked. So you have to hit 3, you have to mark up 3 targets. Okay, you could do 2 targets if you want, but I think it's beneficial if you do 3. So it might be something for you to kind of get used to once you do it. When I was playing around with it, I did have to get used to it. But that's how that setup is with that. Other setup that you guys can run with this. So that's just a technician example. This is the other one where you could run gunner. Now with the gunner setup here, it's the same concept here. We're running the same style with the gear set here. The difference is you're running the gunner class. So the gunner class is going to allow you to get 10% armor on kill. So we're going to take advantage of the Fenris. Now remember, we're not using the link laser pointer no more for this. So everything on the gun itself is all straight critical hit chance on the carbine 7. Okay, now the difference is you swap the carbine 7 out with a gun that's going to actually benefit you. So let's use this carbine 7 damage to armor that has strand. So we could definitely use strand since we can no longer use the link laser pointer. So we can use that in this setup because you're running gunner. And then now for the chest piece, running Fenris, you're gonna still get that 10% assault rifle damage. The difference here though is we're running obliterate, since we're not using spotter because you need a technician for spotter. So you're gonna get that 25% increase in weapons damage. That's 1% for 10 seconds. Weapons damage, that stacks up 25 times, 25% damage. So now on kill with gunner, you're gonna get 10% armor on kill. And then for the holster over here, we're running the Palisade Steelworks holster with crit hit chance and headshot damage. I could probably change with the headshot damage, but you're gonna get 10% armor on kill. So now we're running 20% armor on kill on top of us also taking advantage of running Negotiator's dilemma. This is another way you can do this too. Okay, on top of gunner, you can also, for both the technician and gunner specializations, you can actually run a rifle that has in sync to take advantage of the turret as well, to help out with to help jumpstart more damage to what you currently have already. So an example of that would be, here we go. So like if you're running spotter, if you're running spotter, you need the link laser pointer. That's fine. So then you're gonna get that 50% increased damage, and then if you're running the in sync talent, you're gonna get that 15% skill damage by hitting the target. I swear, man, these ads, like, they do that shit on purpose. Alright. You'll get the run of the in sync. You'll get that 15% skill damage for 5 seconds with the turret, and you'll also get 15% weapons damage for using that skill or that turret that's gonna hit the target. Then if you have both proc, that's gonna double up the damage while both buffs are active at the same time. So you can use that in combination with like the spotter chest piece, or you could use that in combination with running like the obliterate chest piece, just to get, you know, more damage using your turret, because the turret is going to allow you to get amplified damage in combination with you using your primary assault weapon. So this is just another example you could throw in there with the dilemma. Okay, so that's just one example, but I'm gonna go back to the other one. That was the one I kind of messed with and saved here. I'll just go back to almost overridden. I'm gonna go back to the technician one. Alright, so we got that set up, done. That would explain that portion there. We get into some combat play, so we can actually like demonstrate the negotiator's dilemma on how that works. Because I had to play with it, I had to read it like 3 times, man. I was a little slow with that, but it's all good. But alright, let's get into some combat. That way. Stand by. To everybody else that was around
agent me. Detected.
Ooh, we got rogue agents. Hold on. Let's find them. Over here. Yep, you're over there. Man, they're ready to line me up. Oh, they all running away. They're on me.
Hostile control point identified.
You see right there, see me hitting him, the dilemma took place and injured him. Or killed him. Alright, armor regen's going up. Alright, got some. Mark them.
Rogue sniper turret detected. Hostile sniper turret.
Oh, they're
detected.
fighting the control point. Take it. Distraction, yeah. I don't really have anything to cover it. Oh.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Seriously? Oh my god, we got all these other dudes. There's one marked. There's 2, 3.
Rogue agent eliminated. Immediate medical assistance needed.
That took off all his shield. Oh. Where you going, buddy?
Thanks, Doc.
Incoming hostiles detected. Hostile control point detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
So mark up 3 targets. There we go. Damage 1. See, he's dead. Yep, there we go. And the other one's already injured, so. Top of using spotter. That helps. Alright, so gunner setup this time. Running Fenris Obliterate and RS 10% armor on kill. And gunner has 10% armor on kill, 20% armor on kill. With Scorpio setup here. Alright. Give it a whirl. Negotiator's dilemma. Damn. Damn. Man, got me on the reload. Nope. Missed me. I can't see nothing. Ooh.
Stop cheating, agent.
Agent requesting backup.
Trying to get behind.
Come on, man. Give me some more people to mark. There we go. There we go. Get that dilemmas. Negotiations rolling.
Detected.
See, he already took down half his health. Ooh.
Serious trauma detected.
Oops, wrong guy.
Die, bastard!
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Go ahead.
He's marked. He's marked. There you go. So all the other guys' health disappeared. Yeah. Nope. So that was the one that.
Moving around them!
Go ahead.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Crap! Not now.
One marked. Two marked. Boss marked. Alright, let me just damage the boss. He has way more health.
Gotcha.
Whoa. Almost got me. Sneaky.
Killers too.
Somebody else. Alright, so traveled back. So that's your two set up here. One with the gunner, specialization, swapping out the chest piece, and run the Palisade Steelworks. And then your other setup was with the technician. Plug and play, adjust, tune it to whatever your liking is, and go from there. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like and subscribe. Warfare. Yep.